essentially going to be 4 ships. So one of the elements will be air-to-air. The other element could be air-to-ground, flying that reactive seed. And if anything pops up and launches, whoever's flying that reactive seed roll will engage it using harmless sensors. So it's important that we have proper radio comms calling out when mud spikes come up, and then also calling up when you're defensive and what you're defensive on. Because if you just say, one's defensive SA3, there could be multiple SA3s on the reactive seed H or HAS page, and he won't know which one to launch on. Or it could be that that you don't, or he doesn't have the proper page up to know what to look at. The main thing is to know which one to engage. So, like I say, it's important to make the call. Defensive SA3, right side, close, for example. Or maybe it's going to be 12 o'clock, giving a general idea of which ones are being engaged. And it's essentially like air-to-air, where we're calling sorts. We're essentially calling sorts on these mud sites as they pop up.
Is it defending SA2 or defensive SA2?
I can explain that.
So defending is going to be that you are not launched on. So we should not be defending anything because we're going to be continuing up there. And we're not going to be defending a specific threat. If we're defensive, that means it's launched on us, and we are actively defensive on that missile.
Right.
Good question. Any other questions? I think there was one flight tonight where the question came up. So with Jambo here, maybe you can answer it. But so it was, what was it? Slap shot. So we talked about radio calls. So we talked about the mud. So when the SAM site comes up, it's going to be mud, whatever it is. If it's a naval threat, is there a separate call, Jambo?
No, I don't think so.
When you take your shot, what would you call that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
When you take your shot on what?
So if you take your shot on the SAM site in HAS mode.
Magnum?
So there's a slap shot call. You know when that is used?
No, I don't.
May I interject?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly from reading, I think it was Viper Driver, slapshot call is to make the reactive seed launch on it. So make the reactive harm launch. So for example, 2 slapshot SA3, 3 o'clock.
That's my understanding as well. With the Magnum call, it should be a slap shot call because they can slap shots out of it essentially.
So
I always thought a slap. Can I just? What I read was slap shot is purely defensive, getting the missile in the air to try to suppress it because you don't have time to do any lineup or something like that.
Yeah, I'll interject. A slap shot is a directive for an aircraft to employ a range unknown high-speed anti-radiation type/bearing missile like harm against a specified threat at the specific bearing. So exactly what they're saying. So we don't know where it is, but we know it's out somewhere, left, right, 12 o'clock, east, west, whatever we're going to call. And it's going to be with the harm shot.
So what I'm hearing is that slap shot is the correct radio.
As long as, yeah, if it's a range unknown high speed anti-radiation missile harm, then yes, slap shot would be a good term to use. If you know where it is and you're just firing like, if it's so for reactive seed, it looks like slapshot is the call to make for a like a deed or a regular type of seed where we know where the threats are. That's just going to be the normal call that you would make.
Well, that's easy to remember because on the has page there is no range indication.
Exactly.
Right. So then the other one was one we already discussed, which Trip brought up, which was the defensive versus defending call.
Yeah, so defensive is basically you've been shot on and you're maneuvering to not be hit by that missile. Is easily to explain as possible. Defending means you're maneuvering to not get shot on. So those are the easiest way to explain that with so yeah, just remember defensive is you've been shot on and you're maneuvering to not be hit, and defending is you're maneuvering to not be shot on. So it's pretty simple.
So what should happen here, let's say we're flying as a 4-ship, normally lead aircraft is who gets shot on. So lead would call out that he's defensive, and 2 would probably come out with 1. He's defending. 3 would take the slap shot call, and then would call defensive, whatever threats are out there.
Defending.
Sorry, defending. And those are the radar calls that I can recall off the top of my head. Essentially, like the mud call, and then calling the position that you're defending and or defensive.
So one thing to remember, let me just speak up for a second. One thing to remember is if you're a 4-ship and you're all flying the same heading, same direction, your best call to make is your o'clock calls. So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Because everybody is flying the same direction, so those o'clocks are basically the same spot, and you can get more precise of where it's being launched on. If you're not flying all in the same direction, a 12 o'clock call is not going to mean much to somebody that's flying 90 degrees off your heading. So at that point, that's when you'll make your north, northeast, something like that kind of call. So just remember that. Try to be as precise as possible. If you're all flying the same direction, try to use the o'clocks. If you're not, try to use your cardinal directions.
Can't you just look at the HSD for, say, number 1, he's making the call, and you just see where his nose is pointed and where 1 o'clock is in relation to him?
Yeah, it updates every 8 seconds, so that may not be the best way to work it. You want to get that information out as quickly as possible to your wingman.
Okay.
Also, in addition to the o'clock calls, I like to do right, left. If we're flying the same heading, doing a right, left, off the nose call as well. I find that a little quicker as well. If there's only, let's say there's only an SA2 on your right, SA2 on your left, you can make, a defensive SA2 right side, as opposed to SA2 at 3 o'clock, or SA2 at 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. My recommendation would be always be the direction right or left, and then the o'clock. Because if you say right, somebody's going to start looking right away, and then you say the o'clock, then they're going to start looking more precisely. So just get in the habit of saying right 2 o'clock, left 10 o'clock, left 9 o'clock, right 3 o'clock, right 4 o'clock, left 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that. So that way, once they hear that right or left, they're going to start looking that direction. And then they're going to hear the o'clock next and get more refined search.
Yep.
Everybody watch out for my left 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
All right, any other questions?
And I've said that before, by the way, left 3 o'clock. And that tells you right there that if somebody says left 3 o'clock, you're going to want to look left, okay? Because for their first thing is their first response is that their left hand side. Most people know their left and right a lot more than they know their clocks. So just so know, if they say left 3 o'clock, start looking left maybe at 9 o'clock because they probably screwed it up. That's all I got.
Any other questions before we break up?
Why do I have to be Cowboy 1?
That's what he made us.
We're going to change that call sign.
Awesome
You-
one. Here we go.
You know it.
I'm a fan of Nightmare.
Okay, so Cowboy will now be called Awesome 1, as X said. We'll be on Victor 9. You guys will take, what, 7?
Yep.
Cool. Can somebody drag my flight down to a different channel? I can do it. We got Ray and Raiden. Okay. Let's see. The hell just happened here? Okay, guys. Everybody here?
Yo.
Do you know your left from your right?
I want to actually, let's start getting precise. I want to be like that.
Left 1205.
Right,
1205. Yeah, there we go.
right 237.
That's too funny. Alrighty then. Today's flight is a training flight, and it's mainly for seat reaction. So expect us to be in elements after we do our fence in. But let's go over the admin stuff.
All right, listen up.
Currently, the weather is sunny at takeoff and at the target area. I don't expect anything otherwise. We'll line up as a 4-ship. All right, let me go over some other stuff first. We are Cowboy 1. I'm the lead. Ray is number 3. God help us. Just kidding. And X number 2 and Raiden's number 4. We are, like I said, we are going to be basically a single flight in our own area. We're not even going to worry about the other flight. We can put them in the IDM if you guys want. We'll just put them in 5 through 7, and they will be.
All right, listen up.
What is it, Falcon or Fury? Can't remember. What do you say his flight was? Hold on. There, Falcon. Okay, so let's just put in 2-1 through 2-4 and 5 through 7 on the IDM, just so we can get an idea. But they shouldn't be anywhere near our area and not even affecting our flight at all. We have no tanker in the area, so expect we will do a Joker at 4,700 and a Bingo at 4,000. I'll be on Victor 9 as well as the rest of you. And we will be Uniform 1 for Kunsan and 13 after we get out of the terminal area throughout the flight. Like I said, there's no tanker, so we won't have to switch over to that, and we won't be switching over any MOAs. I expect our takeoff point will reference Steer 2. After takeoff, we'll rendezvous in fingertip as normal, 300 knots, and then I'll push us out to route, push us up to 350, all the way up to the climb. We'll do Angels 2-2. At Steer 3, we'll go ahead and go element. We'll do a box, so 2 on the left. Sorry, we'll not do a box. We'll do a 2-ship modified. So 3 and 4, you'll go 5 miles trails, and you'll climb to Angels 2-4. And then 1 and 2 will stay at 2-2, and we'll go wedge, and you guys will also be at wedge. So at Steer 3, once I say fence in, basically I want you to immediately go into position, then fence in, and then I'll call the call. Expect a 2 minutes delay on that fence call. We'll reference Steer 4 at that point, and then basically what we're going to do is 1 and 2 will be the air-to-air, and also the Wild Weasels will stay music off. I'll call 3 and 4. I'll call you guys element music on at some point where I need you guys not to be shot at by the SAs. So from steer 4, we'll control the airspace. 2, you will be 40 miles searching low. 1 will be searching 80 miles high. We'll call all mud calls in the direction that they are. And then we'll call the mud spikes where they are as well. And then once we get launched on, basically at that point we'll call, SAM launch, 12 o'clock, SAM launch, right 2 o'clock, and basically we'll go defensive. If I say defensive, you're basically just coming with me. So you're going to go defensive with me. You don't have to make a call. You don't have to say anything. If you see more than that SAM launching at us, then you call a second SAM launch. So if I call the SAM launch and I'm defensive, and you see another SAM launch, you basically say second SAM launch, same location, and then basically something like that. At some point, once that SAM launch is called, 3 you will on the first target, you will immediately take the first shot at it. And then you'll call your slap shot call, and then the direction that you're shooting at. Then you guys are going to defend, so basically turn away. Not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily turn completely out, but just beam it or something like that, to basically allow it not to try to shoot at you. And then basically once we call all clear, then we're going to switch roles. So then 3 and 4 are going to be the lead element air to air, and with 80 miles high, with 80 miles high, 40 miles and low. And then you guys will be out there with the music off, and 1 and 2 will go music on, and then you'll do the same. And it's just going to repeat. So at that point, 1 will take the next shot on the SAMs, and then once you guys go defensive, we'll overtake, and then we'll repeat the process. At that point, it's going to go from the SAM shots are going to go from it's going to go from 3 to 1 to 4 to 2 in that order. It basically, just remember, if you weren't the one that shot the last one on your element, you're going to be the next one to shoot your harm shots. We're going to continue that all the way following steer points 4, 5, and then 6. And then we'll come out from 6 to 7. Expect some of these may not fire on us as we're going in. They may fire on us as we're coming back. So just be prepared. Don't let your defensive down as we're coming back out until we get back clear of the whole area. Let's go over contingencies. If I get shot down at any one point, 3, you will be lead, and you'll continue the mission as briefed, and just don't expect. And then 2, you'll just basically be on your own with your shots. If 3 is shot down, then the mission will continue as briefed. 4, you'll just continue in. With your shots where number 3 was. If 2 and 4 get shot down, we'll just continue as as the same as well. If 1 and 3 both get shot down, 2, you'll take lead, and you'll get you and number 4 basically fly to steer 7, get out of there, and get your aircraft safe. So that way we at least can have 2 aircraft making it back. Don't expect any air-to-air threats necessarily, but we will stay alert. So no air-to-air game plan for this training mission. We will do a standard SOP type of recovery. Expect that. That'll be basically Alpha Bravo Charlie or Delta approach for an overhead. For over 3,000 pounds on fuel, we will separate 1 mile trail from each other at the entry point. I'll tell you to take spacing, and that basically means for take spacing, you're going to go, you're going to immediately go a full idle, boards out, and then right at 300 knots, you're going to go gear out, and they're going to remain that way. And then I'll say 3 take spacing, and you're going to do the same. 2 take spacing, you'll do the same. and then we'll stay that way with about a mile trail from each other, and we'll just continue with straight ins at either 1.8 or 3.6 as necessary. One thing I didn't one thing I didn't talk about. Once 3, you guys take the lead and you're out front, you will be at 22,000, and then 1 and 2 will go into 24,000. So just remember, if you're out front, you'll be at 22. If you're behind, you'll be at 24. That way, we're not launching harms in the back of the flight that is out front. Hopefully that makes sense. I think that's about it. Any questions? We'll start with 3.
So just make sure. Did you want an offset box? You called it a modified box. Do you mean just do an offset box?
So the lead element will be basically in a wedge. All I want you guys to do is be. So we'll start off a wedge with 2 on my left, and I just want you slightly offset to my right, away from 2, and then you'll be in your wedge as well.
Got it. Okay.
Anything else?
Just got to step away for a minute. Bio break. I'll be right back.
All right. 2, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
4?
What was your Joker bingo again?
4,700, 4,000.
I'm good.
All right. I'm going to call brief, and then 1 minute ready call for bio breaks for everybody. Stand by. Awesome. One's briefed, and we need 1 minute for readiness. Be right back, guys.
Three's back.
All right, we're just waiting on 1.
So you're getting that hurry landing down pat, X.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fly after this flight night.
Cool.
I want to get my do all my guns and convergence soon. I got a single player mission that can like fire up a server, because apparently the gun settings don't take if you're just playing single player normal.
Really?
Yeah, so they say you should either be on like, the A-type server, or if you fire up your own server with a mission. So I'm gonna do that so I can play with it. Get rid of my tracers and stuff.
Have you guys called brief yet, Jambo?
Hey, can you hear me?
Negative. Jimbo's away for a sec.
Copy.
You got it then.
3. You're air to air, you're 22. You're air to ground, you're 24.
Yes.
I'm back.
Be ready. Jambo back?
Thought he just said he was back.
Thought he did. Is that Raiden? That was me. Got it.
I'm so confused.
So I'm gonna live dangerously tomorrow night. Try to get that stuff all loaded up.
That's not dangerous if you got a new hard drive.
Yeah, but it's just going back and getting all of the software up and running again.
Yeah, I know, it's always a pain in the ass, but at least it's a clean copy.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just happy everything came back. Okay. I didn't think I'd be flying tonight.
It's funny, it's like looking online, a lot of people it fails, and then it just goes back and everything's good.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm back.
All right, they were waiting for you to call in, Jim.
Awesome 1-1, Fox 2.
Jam my mic's off.
You guys not hearing me on on IVC?
I hear you now.
No,
No, we're not hearing you.
on IVC.
Nope.
Nope.
Hold on. Awesome 1-1, IVC, Fox 2.
Awesome 1-2.
Awesome 3.
Awesome 1-4.
Falcon 1-1.
Falcon 1-2.
Falcon Uno Trace.
Falcon 1-4.
Alright, go ahead and double click your frag. Double click your jet. Save your data card. And I'm gonna roll the clock. I guess I can't roll it.
We ran.
What are you gonna do? A taxi or ramp?
Ramp's good for us. We can take off early if you want.
Copy that. Take off ramp.
Alright, guys. We'll see you on Victor 9. Good luck. Beautiful night mission. Alright, fuel flow's good. Oil pressure is good. Nozzle positions above 94%. RPMs are at 70. Good. FTIT is good. Hydraulic pressure A and B are good. Looking good so far.
Falcon 1, finish out about 3059.
Okay, looks good. Speed brake's good. Alright, flick his bit checks. Good. Alright, let's do an EPU check.
And Falcon's checking on Fry. Falcon 1-1. 3.
Hey, 82%. Alright, EPU is good. Tag hands up. Cat 3's checked. Alright, SMS. We are set. Power these babies on. Internal fuels checked. We are feeding. And we're ready. We're aligned. All right.
Sun traffic Falcon flight of 4 is taxiing 18 via Charlie, Papa, Echo.
Awesome. One check in Victor 9.
Awesome 1-4.
Awesome 1 Alpha check 178. 123 miles altimeter 3059. 1 set for taxi.
2, 4.
Okay, altimeter set. Caution panels checked. We will. FAC is good. Nose wheel steering is engaged. External lighting set. Landing lights. Taxi lights are on. Chocks are removed. Kusan traffic. Falcon. Sorry, Kusan traffic. Awesome 1416 taxi. Runway 18 via Gulf Papa. Sorry, via Gulf Charlie Papa Echo. Kusan. I2, I'm coming out just on your left here.
Visual.
Almost a full moon.
Cowboy 1-1, finish down about 180.
They'll be departing on the right turns. We'll be departing left turns.
Focus 1-1, Tucson Tower, taxi clear of the runway.
Hot mic.
Tucson Tower, taxi clear of the runway.
3 in the slot.
1-3, Tucson Tower, taxi clear of the runway. Focus 1-4, Tucson Tower, taxi clear of the runway.
Right, trim set. Continuities. PRS engine's good. Speed brakes are closed. Tanks are feeding. Storage config switch is set. Probe heat set. Ejection seat armed. Radar
Focus 1-1, Tucson Tower, resume
as
navigation.
required.
Focus 1-2, Tucson
Flight
Tower,
controls.
resume navigation. Cowboy 1-1,
Okay,
Tucson Tower,
free and clear.
for takeoff, runway 18.
Oil pressure is good.
Focus 1-3, Tucson Tower, resume navigation. Focus 1-4, Tucson Tower,
One set.
resume navigation.
Kusan traffic. Awesome ones lining up for immediate departure to the northeast. 1-8. Kusan.
Cowboy 1-4, Tucson Tower, taxi clear of the runway. Cowboy 1-2, Tucson Tower, taxi clear of the runway. Cowboy 1-3, Tucson
Sorry, I didn't give you enough room. Got 3. Pull up a little more. There you go. Awesome one. Brakes on Aranima. Reference 3.
Here's our traffic, Falcon, switching tack.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Tucson Tower, resume navigation. Cowboy 1-2, Tucson Tower, you're cleared for takeoff, runway 18. Cowboy 1-2, Tucson Tower, resume navigation. Cowboy 1-3, Tucson Tower, you're cleared for takeoff, runway 18. Cowboy 1-3, Tucson Tower, resume navigation. Cowboy 1-4, Tucson Tower, you're cleared for takeoff, runway 18. Cowboy 1-4, Tucson Tower, resume navigation.
Dolly set. Kunsan traffic. Awesome ones. Clear your airspace 10,000 to the east. Switching. Push 13 per. Awesome one. Check uniform. Awesome one.
Awesome 1 2. Awesome 1 4.
Cool. Let's push it up. 350. Go route.
2. 4.
Century 1, awesome ones. Airborne as Frag Bull 175 118 on our way to the Flot eastern side. Passing through. Passing through 15000. All right, one set 01 for 350 knots. And the climb for Angels 22. Passing through Angels 2-0. One's off comms, 30 seconds. Alright, I'm back a little fast, slowing it back down. And leveling off, 2-2. Ops check 1's 10.2, feeding.
2, 10.2 feeding.
3, 10.1 feeding. 4, 10.0 feeding.
Magic, awesome one picture. Alright, no magic at this time, so we'll be on our own. Awesome one, go box, Vincent, when able.
Or kicking out right.
Two's clean. Or one's clean.
3 has spikes left. 2 o'clock. 2. SA2s, mud 2s.
Alright, one's fenced, 9.7 feeding.
2 cents, 9.7 feeding, tapes on.
3 fence, 9.6 feeding. 4 fence, 9.5 feeding. Okay, 3 has mud spike. SA2s. 3 of them at 9, 10, 11.
One's still clean.
4, let's go to 24K. Angels 2. 4. We'll go wedge. 4.
Referencing 4.
Alright, 3 now has 4 SA2 mud spike. 9, 10, 11. Defensive mud 2, nose left side. 4 same.
Man, one's still clean. The hell's going on here?
I don't know when I got 5 SA2s on my scope right now. Closest is at our 9 o'clock.
Ready.
350.
I'm not picking up. I'm not even picking up you guys behind me. So there's something going on here. Let's see.
Alright, 3 now
I
has
got my systems on.
mud spike 2. 9 to 12 o'clock.
Everything's on. What the fuck is going on here? Mud 2 left 9:30. Close.
2 same.
You like that?
Got it now at 9:15.
Alright, 2, you're cleared. Right side.
1 way.
3 coming left, 2, 2, 0, 3, 0.
Okay, Mud 2, 9 o'clock. Close.
1, be aware, you have 2 of them together at 9 o'clock.
Copy. Awesome one. Push it up to 385. Okay, Mud 2, 11 o'clock. Close.
Gonna be tough, Jambo, to pick one out for you.
Fine. Let's defend reference heading 025.
2, 0.
3-4. Music on.
No jammer.
Flare.
You have one. Put your OPR. Go to ECM and make it OPR. Yeah, one same.
Left 10 o'clock close.
That one's gonna shoot at you, lead.
Let's come right 050. Okay, defensive SA2 left 11 of 30.
Chaff, flare,
Are you defending one? Defensive?
Defensive.
altitude, altitude,
Okay, I see 3 shots. They're non-factors. They're a non-factor. A 4th shot. Is that me? Still non-factor.
Magnum SA2, 11 o'clock left, 330.
Yeah, correction. There's only 3 shots, non-factors.
3 copies, 4 shots.
Okay, let's reference steer 4 coming back. 3, you have lead.
Copy that.
Okay, 3, 4, music off. 1, 2, music on.
2 is still defensive. There is a missile tracking. And it just blew up.
You're good. Come with me when able.
Alright, 4 reference steer.
I'm turning back in.
Alright, 3, continue steer points. And descend to 22,000.
Copy that, going to 22. Got a missile in the air, no effect. Reference steer 5.
And 2, I lost you on data link.
Got you on data link. I'm not sure.
Alright, 3-4 air to air, referencing steer 5, Angels 2-2.
Okay, 2, I got you on data link. You're just far out. Yeah, try to catch up. Reference 4 and then rejoin on me.
Yep, 2.
And let's climb. Don't climb yet until you get to me.
Alright, 4, I'm throttle back to 350. Alright, 3 has mud spike close, left, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I got him at 300 on the heading.
Confirm, 300.
Okay, 3, 4, go air to air. 1, 2, air to ground.
Confirm.
And 3, 4, you guys are quite a bit out front. I want you to make a 360-degree turn to the right.
Confirm. 3-4, 360 to the right. App. We're right over steer 4.
2, continue steer 4. Visual on 2.
Visual 1.
3 has visual, 1 and 2.
I2, you're cleared to rejoin.
3 reference, 3 and 4 referencing steer 5. Continue.
Ops check once 8.4 feeding.
It's down throttle.
1 block.
Ops check once 8.4 feeding.
2 is 8.5 feeding.
3 8.5 beating. 4 8.4 beating. Right, 4, let's throttle up, get to 350. Go gate. 4. Right, mill. 3 is mill.
And to be advised, one's really slow gaining speed. All right, mud 2 multiples, left 10 o'clock on the nose, left 11 o'clock, and left 9 o'clock far.
Standby 3 has mud 2 right, 1 o'clock. Search radar. At my 360. Alright, 3 is defensive. SA2 right. 360.
Slap shot, or sorry, slap shot, just on your 1230. 2, let's defend right side.
Alright, coming out left. 4, coming out left. Quick left.
Okay, single launch, still in the air, it's on you. Multiple launch, number 2, on you. Okay, you guys are all clear. You're all clear. You can join, rejoin behind us. All right, 4's got the kill. Okay, SA2 launch on my nose, defensive. 2, if you got it, take it. Okay, I got a single launch on me. Not tracking.
4 climbs to Angels 4.
Okay, it's non-tracking. I'm gonna come up for Angels 2-2.
3 is going Angels 2-4 air to ground.
Okay, copy. You guys ready? Because I got a single SA2 close, left 10 o'clock.
Copy.
I2 air to air, music off. And reference 5. This is going to be crazy.
Yep.
All right, 3, you ready to shoot on this guy?
3 is 4's got to take the shot this time.
Yeah, 4, are you ready to shoot on this guy?
4.
All right, I got to get some speed up here.
Right, 4, come left side.
He's on my nose. Mud, 2 o'clock close.
4 Magnum.
Yeah, he didn't shoot on me yet.
Alright, 3's got the next shot.
All right, 2, I'm jinking here, left and right.
Yep, 2's visual.
4 going Angels 2-4.
You guys can have 2-2 and up. We'll stay below that. Okay, Mud 2 launch on my nose. Reference heading 315. Okay, visual launch. Okay, second launch on me. Okay, they're both non-factors. Okay, third launch on me as well. Okay, this one's a factor. Shoot on it if you can. Okay, fourth and fifth launch on me. Coming right east. Defensive east. Okay, fifth launch. Okay, more launches on me. They're fucking gonna hit me. Lovely. That was dumb. Definitely didn't play that right.